It has become a popular notion during the Philadelphia 76ers' run of 20 wins in 22 games to think they are prepping for a parade one of these years. But if you think the Sixers are remotely in the vicinity of challenging for an NBA championship, you are mistaken. They can't do it now with what they have. They can't do it next year if they add LeBron James over the offseason. They can do it in a few years, without hiring LeBron or any other big-name free agent. They just need some time. But, see, in the age of I want it now, waiting is not fashionable. Look at this way, Sixers fans, you waited through the 10-win season and those on either side of it. Just consider this the fun part of the process. 2 weeks ago, I wrote about just how young the 76ers are in a column about why they don't need James. A substantial number of readers took this as not just an antithetical but a nonsensical stance, because they misunderstood my premise. I didn't mean that his experience and expertise couldn't be used by this team. Of course, it could. I just want the genesis of this team to take its course and remain unsullied by the crass acquisition of the game's greatest player. I think it can win an NBA title by adding smaller pieces and leaving the young core leadership intact, given room and time to grow. As I also said, it will take time. Could we have seen any more abundant evidence than Monday night's second-round Game 1 debacle in Boston? It's easy to look at the Celtics' 117-101 win as merely a function of one team getting inordinately hot from the three-point arc and the other having a bad night from it. I think it's a little more complex than that. What you saw was a team that does not quite yet grasp what playoff basketball is about. And that is never understood quickly or easily. It must be earned and acquired bit by bit over years. Boston guard Terry Rozier, 12, celebrates a three-pointer in the Celtics' 117-101 win. He hit 7 threes in all, part of a 17 of 35 Boston effort from the arc, while the 76ers went 5 of 26. AP, Elise Amendola. The Sixers didn't merely shoot poorly. They weren't ready to play hard. And in the playoffs, you can't afford to piss away a game like they did Monday with lax defense, half-hearted energy and any other excuse you want to assign to not bringing it. Blame the long layoff after the Heat series. Credit the TD Garden crowd giving the Celtics a substantial lift. Cite some gaps in the Sixers roster, including the inability to hide the deficient defense of Marco Bellinelli and J.J. Redick. Whatever, there were still a series of plays early in the fourth quarter that scuttled the Sixers' chances. They could have stolen the game. They didn't, pretty much all due to lack of full-on commitment necessary in playoff basketball. *, big man Joel Embiid lacked vinegar all night. He had Aaron Baines, the journeyman Q, posted up deep on consecutive possessions, down 87-77 with 10:12 left and 88-79 with 9:45. The results: Embiid got stuffed by Baines on a 3-foot turnaround and then inexplicably lost the ball out of bounds the next trip. An all-star big should never have his shot blocked in the playoffs by anyone wearing a man bun. The Sixers got caught napping on the next possession, all 5 guys back on D, but disorganized as Boston's Marcus Smart alertly pushed the ball up. With no one paying attention to Terry Rozier, Smart drove and pitched. Rozier walked into a three-pointer that made it 91-79 and 9:34. Inexcusable. Neither Marco Bellinelli nor Robert Covington stopped the ball on a Celtics break off a missed Covington 3. Rozier went coast to coast to make it 93-79. 25 years ago, any ornery Eastern Conference contender losing by 12 would have knocked Rozier on his ass just on principle. The Sixers still got it back to 95-86 on an Embiid 3 at 6:35. They defended well for 20 seconds and the Celtics had to get something on the rim quick. But then, Ben Simmons inexplicably gave up right-hand dribble down the lane way too easily to Rozier. Embiid had to help and Al Horford got a wide-open baseline 15-footer with 0:02 on the shot clock. Abysmal pick-and-roll defense, with neither Embiid nor Redick even attempting to close out on an easy chair 3 by Horford for a 100-88 Boston lead at 5:32. Rozier got yet another wide-open 3 when Embiid did not attempt to close out after a double team. It's one thing to get caught with 2 guys guarding air, it happens sometimes. It's another to not even force a ball rotation. That's just lack of commitment. Celtics, 103-90. Jason Tatum drove on Embiid, playing help defense. The big man relinquished the baseline like an usher showing a theater patron to his seat and did not even challenge Tatum's layup for 107-92. Just weak. But you know what? It's only one game. As Sixers could very easily come out and punch this crippled Celtics team in the mouth on Thursday and take home court advantage. That's the way young teams are. You cannot predict their capriciousness. This group will learn what's necessary in the playoffs and either make that commitment or not. But that process does not occur overnight or even over a full flipping of the calendar. Think of so many great championship teams in NBA history who needed year upon year of failure before they finally reached the pinnacle, but then were so good they won consecutive titles. Asterisk, the Pistons core of Isaiah Thomas, Bill Laimbeer and Vinnie Johnson was together 7 years before they finally won titles in 1989 and 1990, the last 3 of those with Joe Dumars and Rick Mahorn added. They could never get by the Celtics and Lakers. Asterisk, the Bulls core of Michael Jordan, Charles Oakley and John Paxson toiled 6 years before their first titles in 1991, 1992 and 1993, the last 4 of those empty seasons with Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant. They couldn't beat the Celtics and Pistons. Asterisk, the Rockets core of Hakeem Olajuwon, Vernon Maxwell and Kenny Smith labored together for 4 years before finally breaking through in 1994 and 1995. They couldn't beat the Lakers and Sonics and then got a break when Jordan took 2 years off to chase fly balls. Asterisk, the Lakers core of Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Derek Fisher and Robert Horry needed 4 years before they could even win a division title and then won championships, too, in 2000, 2001 and 2002. They couldn't beat the Jazz and Spurs. Back to the LeBron issue. I don't think even adding James next season would get the Sixers over the hump against the current Warriors or Rockets. Nothing will. The 76ers just have to wait them out until they get a little long in the tooth. Meanwhile, the Sixers core reaches their prime. Philadelphia is set up for a decade-long run with the title window coming around 2021 to 25. And by the time Houston and Golden State are old enough to be beaten, James will be ancient and of no use to the Sixers or anyone else. So, why acquire him in the first place? As a fan, you need to watch a team mature over time anyway. It's like watching a kid grow. They fall down and get up and fall down and get up, and when they succeed it's all the more rewarding for the failures along the way. For all the millennials out there who want LeBron and want their title now, you just gotta trust me on this. Experience and maturation is part of any ascendance to a ring ceremony, even with the greats. In the Sixers' case, this is not part of the process, but the process. It will take years. And it's supposed to. Email, Twitter David Jones, Jones@PennLive.com, follow @JonesShoe.